away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so. And now I'm chasing nightmares. I used to run with you through the great big leaves. Laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home is just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own.
Yo, what is up? Good afternoon, you guys. Good afternoon. We are outside. Estoy afuera. The stream is up. Stream is live. Hi, welcome in. Yo, Noah, what is up? Mom, what is up? Fabian, what is going on, my guy? Howdy. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is having a beautiful Sunday. I've got 2 White Claws and 3 Red Bulls that tell me I am. But yeah, no, I hope everyone has had a good day. We had boxing again today. That's always a blast. And then we had a motorcycle stunt show, which was insane. And then we had... So I'm mixing my Red Bull and White Claws right now. Are we calling these White Bulls or Red Claws? I still haven't figured that one out yet. Chat, let me know. We need an official name for it. Are we calling them, were they White Bulls or Red Claws? What are we doing? No, how you doing? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. So much going on. Very good. Very little good at the moment. Just glad to stop by and show. Oh, yeah, man. 100%. Well done. Things are always going to be looking up, man. As long as you woke up breathing, man, there's always a way to, you know what I mean? There's always a way to come back from whatever it was. Everyone doing great. Happy Sunday. Let's chat. Yes. Yeah. All right, you guys. So, I have something a little different today. So I needed to take a drink because I was even nervous about it. All right, you guys. So I'm bringing my mom onto our stream tonight. I had some... Wait, where's my thing? Yeah, I have some questions that I came across that I really wanted to talk to her about them. I really wanted to get her response, and I also wanted to be able to document it. So just in case I ever wanted to come back and watch this, yeah, I mean, we'll have the stream that'll always be published, and then I do want to go and chop it up into it, make it a smaller video kind of thing. And you know, you never know. It could be one of those that it could help someone else down the line, you know. And some of the stuff I'm genuinely interested, especially the last question. Like I tried rehearsing asking it, if that makes sense, and like I get choked up. I still get choked up asking it. So yeah, so the last question, there's a reason to save for the last. But yeah, you guys, okay, so let me see if I can call her real quick. Yee! There's like 3 of me. What up, Trey? Yo, what up, Gemini? How you guys doing? How you guys? Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. We're trying to voice chat my mom right now, and we need her to pick up her phone. Let's see, what she pick up? Let's see if she'll answer. She said it's not ringing for her. It should be ringing. Here, try calling me. See if that works. Oh!
Hello.
Hi!
Hi.
Wait, can you see me? Oh, there I am. Ha!
Hi.
Hi!
It's my handsome boy.
How are you?
I'm good. I don't have all that cool lighting like you got, you know? I'm not floating around the galaxy like you are.
Oh my god, yeah. Hey, they said we need Mama 6. Mama 6 need to hop on the call. Oh my god, that is awesome. Well, how's your day been?
It's wonderful. Cowboys are playing right now, so they just scored. So they're playing San Francisco 49ers. So
I walked out.
that.
Do what?
Yeah, you got two grandfathers in heaven that are just, you know, duking it out right now. You know, so yeah, they're definitely talking smack to each other.
I woke up and I walked outside and I hear my roommate and he's enjoying the game on the couch. And I'm like, yo, what's up, man? He goes, hey, what's up, Saul? He's like, Cowboys just fumbled. I'm like, man. I was like, don't tell me that. And he's like, wait, are you a Dallas fan? I'm like, bro, I'm straight out of Dallas.
How was your day? You had boxing?
Yeah, I had boxing this morning, 9 a.m.
Nice. I'm glad you're sticking with it. It's a really good thing.
Yeah, it's been 1 month now. And
Fantastic.
my muscles, like those striking muscles are building in my back. So it's like I'm sore, but like I feel stronger at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Warriors walk.
Yeah. Okay.
What's going on? What's going on?
I want to see if there's a way for me to... Boom, is that better? I'm trying to see if this looks better on my end here. Okay. So, Mom, I have 7 questions. And they can be as short or they can be as long form response as you care to be. My job is super easy. All I have to do is just ask these. It's just 7 questions. All I have to do is just ask the questions. So
True.
You're more than welcome to get, like I said, just have a short response, have a long response. It's completely up to you. I'm not gaming tonight. I literally just wanted to hop on, ask you these questions, and get them captured, and then I'm gonna end my stream after we're done. So,
Awesome.
yeah. So chat, if you,
I can't wait to hear these questions.
it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. Okay. All right. You ready? Are you ready? All right. Let's do this. All right. So first question, what is your happiest memory of us?
Who's us?
Me and you. This is a me and you thing. This is a me and you. Yeah.
Oh. Solomon, you're gonna start this thing off by me crying.
Don't trust me. The 7th question I can't even ask without choking up.
You
So.
know? Oh. How deep can we get?
It's as deep. Like I said, it's as deep as light. It's as short or as long. It's just the first question is, what is your happiest memory of us?
First of all, finding out that I was pregnant with you. That was probably the heaviest and the best. Like, nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered. Y'all make, this is tough. It's not even Mother's Day. But no, probably the first time, I was just talking about this too, with Clay, my boyfriend. I was like, you know, when I found out I was pregnant with Solomon, I asked my coworker to pinch me because I wanted to make sure that it was real. And he did. And after that, I was just on cloud 15. Had no clue I was going to have a son. But I knew I was happy being pregnant. Absolutely. And so my whole pregnancy with you was awesome. So, I mean, there's so many happy moments. You know what I mean? Like, even God carrying you in my belly and just putting headphones on you while I sat at my desk and just worked. I was just pumping in, you know, R&B music and pumping in reggae and whatever. I should have done books on audio, and you probably would be a better reader. But what's funny is to see you develop with music and musicality and dancing. Yeah, definitely. I can feel that. That's where that came from. Was probably just pumping all that music into my belly, just a lot of rhythm and a lot of beats and things like that. And you kind of picked up on it. While
Okay,
you were
so
forming.
so you're saying so that the happiest memory of us would be like the one that comes to mind would be me in your belly and you like putting headphones on and
That's one of them.
one
I
of
mean,
them.
I have probably 1,000, over
Okay.
1,000. Another happy memory was just being with you in Maui and being by the ocean and just catching a sunset and just, you were 14, you were going through a really hard time trying to find yourself and your identity. And it was just a peaceful moment. You just really peaceful, just sharing that moment in nature together, just so organic.
Yeah, I love that photo of us.
Yeah, watching you skate, just being so fearless. Fearless. I mean, you'd be in Starbucks and I'd be like, Saul, what do you want to drink? And you'd be like doing all this tutting and I'm just like, boy, just give me an Oreo, or we'd be at Burger King and you'd be like doing the wave and I'd be like, my God, what's going on with my kid? But whatever, I pumped music into his brain when he was little. I'm sorry, but enjoy.
The brain's just regulated.
Yeah, it's kind of normal for a Filipino family. Just that, just watching you develop, watching you just find your own things to do, like anything that you set your mind to, that was it. Like, get out of your way.
That hasn't changed.
He's coming in hard, he's coming in fast, and either you're on that train with him or you need to step off or step up. I mean, that's it. And just, watching you battle, just watching you grow as a dancer and just coming into your own as a human, and just being fearless, just really not even listening to anybody, but just attacking. You just attack stuff, from soccer to whatever. Another happy memory was just watching your compassionate heart. Most people don't know this, but Solomon, he's a very compassionate person, very deeply compassionate person. And not a lot of people are, naturally. When he was 5 years old, his brother was trying to raise money to go and play a soccer tournament in Europe. And I overheard Solomon trying to sell some of his Pokemon drawings. Which at 5 years old you couldn't draw. I'm sorry, son. But what you did is you had like this really flat scene going on, and you took all your Pokemon stickers and you put them all into this 11 by 17 piece of paper, and then you had them all laid out outside, and you had the neighborhood kids. And I heard you out there hustling. Well, this one I can let it go for $5 because it's got so. It's got Charmander over here, and he's like blowing fire. And you were 5 and you were the world's biggest Pokemon fan, but you were hustling those 11 by 17 poster prints because you were going to send your older brother to Europe. And that just touched my heart. You know what I mean? Just as a parent, you either see your kid punching people in the face and being a bully, or you see your kid like hustle artwork to send somebody else to go to Europe. And that was, a real glimpse into your heart.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I have so many, Saul.
No, that's good. No, that's good. No, thank you. I really I have a lot of those I didn't remember, so I really appreciate this. Is really good for me too, so I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, so many.
Okay, all right. Second question. Yes. What was the first year of motherhood like for you?
Bliss, just pure bliss. Like I said, I mean, when I was pregnant with you, your older brother definitely gave me. He's got a stepbrother named Eric, half brother. So he kind of gave me a glimpse into what motherhood would be like. So I already got to take care of him a little bit. I got to love him as my own. I got to learn to care for somebody else other than me. And remember, I was only 21 when I got pregnant with you, so I was a baby myself.
Yeah.
But he kind of prepared me, mentally, that somebody else is going to be relying on you. And needs to eat and, needs all these things. But my first year of being pregnant and having you, like I said, I think it was just surreal. It was just surreal because it was a learning experience for me at the same time growing with you. So it was happy. It was a lot of joyful moments just watching you grow and you were just such a chatterbox. I mean, you're like, and I was like, oh my God, is this what having kids is like? And then later I was like, oh, okay, that's what ADHD is. Okay, no problem. We've got a name for it. My kid's been the chatterbox, you know. So it was great.
Mama,
Mama, what? You know, it was great. It was normal. And then your sister came along and she was super quiet. I was like, what's wrong with you?
I got to mute, baby.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, God knew I couldn't have two of them.
Oh man, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely enjoy that part of. I definitely enjoy that. Like, you kind of got to get a taste of it. But I guess I know it's like even with me teaching, as much as I've been around kids, I can be around kids my entire life, and until like I'm really I'm having my own. It's it's never really going. It's always gonna be like 90%, right? It's never really gonna be fulfilled until I get to have my own. So, understanding what that first year of fatherhood is gonna be like is definitely something that have always intrigued me.
Yep, you're gonna be a good dad.
Thank you.
I've seen you take care of puppies and cats. So
100%.
Yeah. And not only that too, but I see how you take care of your friends, and that says a lot about somebody's character. Is how you care for other people more than yourself. I've literally seen you sacrifice some things that you could do for yourself to help somebody else come up. And, that's a strength and a weakness at the same time, but it's good. You know how much to give somebody else to help them come up, but you're always there to help them come up for sure.
Hell yeah. Okay. All right, so the third question. This one's kind of
easy. Your name is Solomon. You know what I mean?
100%.
So your dad was like, his name's gonna be Solomon. He's gonna be a wise man one day. I'm like, well, right now he's a wise ass. But you're growing into your wisdom for sure. It's a good name for you.
Oh yeah. What did Eric say? Oh,
hi, son.
Eric said he's responding to something else.
That's my other son.
That's my other son. Okay, so the third question is, again, you do not have to, or you have to answer this one, but you don't have to go into detail. It can be a yes or it can be a no, and you're more than welcome to elaborate or not, because I was kind of scared putting this question down, but it's okay. So the third question is there anything about our family's history that you've kept a secret?
That we kept a secret?
Mm-hmm. And again, you don't have to elaborate on it. It's just like, it's really like a yes or a no, or like hey, you didn't know about this.
I don't think we have any family secrets. Although, I think that's something that's kind of really cool is that our bloodline, because, on the Filipino side, is that we're descendants of Lapu-Lapu, which is a famous Filipino warrior. A lot of Filipinos would know who that is. So I'm pretty proud of that. It makes sense that we all like a lot of martial arts. We all like a lot of stick fighting and prima, and just our race of people, just to be strong and resilient. We persevere. Very proud to be Filipino, 100%. So other than that, no. And then on the white side of my family, no, just have a bunch of rednecks.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
I love it. The best part about it is like, it didn't matter, because the best part of being that hapahauli was, and not only that, but like being like coming from Texas as well. There was one of those where there's sound effects that are made between the two cultures, and you have yeehaw and you have chihu, and it means the same shit. Like, it means there is no language barrier there, even though there's separate languages. Yeah, that's it. And so I love it. It was because there's not a lot of cultures that, I guess, that like that technically share that same kind of thing. Like, even though they may have something, a lot of the times it's just English. They're just like, let's go, or like, fuck yeah, or like whatever. But like, to have something that's like so made up, yet, you know what I mean? It's so universal. But universal at the same time. It's like, wait, y'all say that when y'all jump off a cliff? We say that when we kick a horse. It's one of those. We just, you're just in it.
Because it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yep.
You just have
Okay.
to have good vibes. Good
Thank
vibes
you.
only.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I love always being able to learn more about like our bloodline and our history.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that was question 2. All right, so question 4. Man, we're blasting through these. Let's do this. Hell yeah. All right.
Fantastic.
Yes. Okay, so the question 4. What is the nicest thing that I've ever done for you?
Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, so well, it's not what you. I mean, you've done so many. The nicest thing that you have done, just make me proud. Just, I mean, it's. I know that sounds so simple, but I'm sure there's a lot of parents out there that really struggle with, just watching their kids just become good humans. You've done me proud just by becoming a good human, and that's as simple as that can get. I have a candle that Solomon bought me when he was in the 3rd grade. Y'all, I still have this candle, but I tell anybody, do not light that candle. Like, that candle has been around since the 3rd grade. It's like half, deteriorating, but I will not light this candle. Like, that was just sweet.
Yo, she's had this candle for like, what is that, 22, I'm 30 now, so 22 years.
22 years. And I mean, it's just, one of those candles that you buy like at a book fair, but
it's a book fair candle, 100%.
Yeah,
I think I had like extra $3.
And it's, like I said, it's so simple, and maybe I'm just very sentimental. I still have the perfume that you bought me, probably from a street vendor in France.
Oh,
And I won't.
my gosh.
I won't use it. No, I won't use it. I just keep it because. Here, let me show y'all. Look, y'all. This is when Saul bought this for me when he was 14. I still have it.
Oh my gosh. I forgot all about that bottle.
Yes, and let me just show y'all. This is the candle. Look.
Oh, that's the candle. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
So when he was like 7, 8 years old, like he bought this for me, and so of course I've never lit it just because it's just too precious. And my son gave it to me, so all the moms out there have some box of stuff that their kids have given them, and I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but I'm gonna give it back to Solomon one day. So I'm very sentimental that way, because we didn't have a lot, growing up, and then also raising y'all, we didn't have a lot either. Your dad was a musician, and I was just working and had a Polynesian dance group. I mean, we didn't come from money, so every little thing like that, you hold on to because it's very sentimental.
Yeah.
So
100%. I love that. The flower I'm always gonna remember. I completely forgot about the perfume.
Yeah. I won't use it.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what it smells. It probably smells like alcohol by this point. But no, it doesn't. It actually smells very pretty.
Yeah, it was like because that candle is 22 years old, and then that perfume is 16 years. Yeah, 16 years old.
That's amazing. And just keep it. You keep it here as sentimental value. It's gone.
Amazing.
It has literally traveled all over wherever I've lived with me. That candle and that perfume.
It's gone everywhere.
It has gone everywhere.
Okay,
That's
all right.
right.
So, question 5. What do you want or wish most for your children?
To live a life mindfully, and to just be awakened, and to just always study more, study yourself more, study other people more, study other situations more, but just go through life being mindful and being a good human, sharing and serving, and just being kind, because life's going to be hard enough, and help each other up. And I think that way you'll have a very fruitful life. I really do believe that.
Hell yeah.
Try not to give too much of yourself away to other people, but you also want to go and grow and just be a good human. Definitely.
Yeah, that was actually one thing I learned a lot about this past year, was showing up for myself. And
that's right.
yeah, it was something I'd never done.
Yeah.
Like if it was training, like if it was dance, like it was like, it was almost kind of like something that happened simultaneous. Like, yeah, like I'm showing up for the team, but like I have to do good on point. So like I have to practice, I have to be good for myself, and then I'm good for them. But that was the only facet really of my life that I really focused on, like what made me happy, showing up for myself, like being dedicated, being humbled, being respectful to the craft. And so over this past year, that was a huge thing. I've always done what I said I was gonna do, but everything that I've always done was always for like a group of people that I collected, right? Like Battleship or Public Enemy. Like it was always like Public Enemy was like supposed to be like a relatable space for like, you know, for people who felt like that, like felt like there was someone who was always on the out, but they were super talented, and if like that's fine. Like if you don't mess with me, then that's totally okay, because the person next to you is gonna be the person hiring me. So like, you know, it's one of those, like if you want to make me an enemy of the public, we can do that, and I'll wear it on my neck. But you know, at the end of the day, like it hasn't stopped me one bit.
Yeah.
No. So,
yeah, I mean, showing up for yourself, and just learning to humble yourself up, and you know, looking back at all your lessons, and seeing what they taught you, you know, and learning to sit with yourself, and learning to sit with your demons, and learning to go inside yourself, and just becoming really raw, and just saying, you know what, this mask that I've been wearing has gotten me this far. I want to go a little deeper in my life and find out a little bit, you know, my decisions have gotten me here, and why, and, you know, just going back in time, and, you know, kind of discovering some things about healing and how you can move forward. But I think the first of it is just having that acceptance that, you know, your life is not how you wanted it to be or how you thought it was going to be. And you're going to have to be quiet and listen, you know, and that's the only way that you can grow, you know, in it. So, but, you know, I'm really proud that you guys just remain good spiritual people too. You know, you guys know God, and that's going to be your center point to everything for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I hate that I said hell yeah to your statement of saying you guys know God. And I'm like, hell yeah, we do. Hell yeah, brother.
Well, you know, we're always working on that. You don't get to a certain point, you know, at 52, you don't get to a certain point and think, oh, I just know everything. You get to this certain point in life and you're like, I really know nothing. I really know nothing. I've just been kind of going through the motions, you know. So
wait, you're 52?
Yes, son, I'm 52.
Oh my!
I'll be 53 in February.
Oh my God, that's his. Because you were 31 for like 14 years, so I don't know. I never knew when we started keeping track again.
That's true.
Oh, okay. Well, that's perfect. That leads me into my next question. What has been the best part of getting older?
Definitely watching your kids grow, and, you know, watching your grandkids grow. Also, you know, learning to do some things for yourself, like diving up into some hobbies that you might have put on the back burner, or maybe you were younger and you picked it up and you didn't have the patience. And I think the best part about getting older is just definitely having the patience, letting a lot of little stuff go, you know. When you're in your 20s and your 30s and maybe sometimes your 40s, you could be wrapped up into a lot of other things that really, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really just doesn't matter. Just learning to let a lot of things go. So,
okay.
and focusing on yourself and like what kind of brings you joy, you know, not being so hard on yourself, but having a lot more self-acceptance. Definitely.
I love that. It's definitely, it's definitely something I've started to see. I was not gonna lie, I was worried whenever I was gonna be turning 30 that I was like, it was gonna be like the start of like my decline, I guess. And I guess because there's such a stigma about like your 20s being like your prime, like, you know, your prime. That kid, I'll eat that kid for lunch. It is one of those, like, I'm smarter. I'm like financially better off. Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. But it's like, you know, like I'm more intelligent. I'm financially more like literate, and responsible, for the most part. But and then like fitness, technique, training, like my discipline has gone up. My level of like not needing to like prove myself and like just know I'm just doing it for me. And
Right.
yeah, it's, I don't know, there's something like even going to the gym, there's something about just super special about having the, not, and again, not everyone can do this, but being able to just go to the gym alone, like a public gym,
Yes.
go to the public gym alone. It's
Well, I mean, the person that you're competing with is the person that you were yesterday.
Mhm.
You know, like every day you wake up and you have that golden moment that says, you know what, I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm going to learn this. I'm going to push this. You know, I'm going to eat this. I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm going to do this. That discipline that you give to yourself because of that self-awareness and that self-love, you know, you're going to be selfish with that discipline. And that discipline would drive you to mountaintops.
Hell yeah.
You know,
100%.
without stepping on people. Like your 20s and 30s, you're all about stepping on each other and stuff like that. And you know, at the end of the day, you're just all trying to get to the same place. You just got a different path of getting there. So you know, you just go more inward, and you just focus on you and becoming a good person. You know, and that's really what matters. But that self-reflection is very powerful.
Yes.
And
yeah.
a lot of people don't want to do it. You know, because
It's scary.
you know, you're gonna be opening up a lot of closet doors you may not be prepared to. But I guarantee you, when you go through there and you start pulling out some stuff, you're gonna start to just, you know, attract people that will help you through that.
Yeah, that's that is one thing that like I definitely took into consideration whenever I do think about like ways I would parent. There is like that moment where if you don't, like if you just keep, you know, like kind of like shutting that door and walking past it and just leaving it there, and you know, it's just like one point in your life, and then the next year you shut another door. You know, you shut 1 to 2 doors a year for 20 years. You know, you look up, you're 25 and you have like 60 skeletons. You know, and had you just taken care of, or not even had you did, but had you had like the parental guidance or like the navigational tools to be able to handle those along the way, then, you know, whenever that thing hits you at 25, you only have 2 or 3 doors that have been closed from the past that like you maybe need help, instead of being overwhelmed and sitting down and having 30. And then now you're just like, nothing is going right.
And then as you get older, you see that with that wisdom, you look back and you're like, oh my God, I sabotaged so much. You know, just and so that's why it's kind of nice to be at 52. You can look back and go, wow, I sabotaged a lot and I didn't need to. You know, so it's so good. Like nowadays, I mean, y'all's generation, you're just so you're so awake to so much stuff. And you know, like with YouTube and, you know, therapy, and now it's okay to talk about going to therapy. You know, like if you mentioned the word therapy, somebody thought that you were nuts.
10 years ago, tattoos and therapy were like taboo, and then now all of a sudden it's like, you know what I mean? It's now it's everything.
Now you know why old people like to garden, because it's zen, you know, or they like to do this or they whatever. But I think just as you get older, you just want to pick your battles, and then you know, you realize what battle is worth fighting and what's not.
Yeah.
You know,
a lot of times because you've already fought that battle before too, so you're like, I've been down this road, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I've seen these road signs. I've seen these flags. I'm good.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You know?
So that was the best part of getting older. So here's the flip side of that. What would you say is the worst part of getting older?
Knowing that it's going to end one day. Knowing that's going to end. Because I just wish that I could just see my kids and grandkids just like grow and just always grow, but knowing, sorry y'all. That's it really. I think just, you know, being 52 and having gratitude. You know, back in my younger days I had a lot of attitude, and now in my 50s I have a lot of gratitude. So much gratitude. I mean, you know, watch my son overcome some pretty heavy things, and not knowing if he was going to choose the next day to be around. That's pretty heavy. But it's something you got to sit with your child, and you got to just be there with him, you know, be there with her. And when they go in, and you hope they come out the other side, and thank God they do. Thank God they do. Oh. But that's the hardest, is, you know, getting older and knowing that it's going to end. So.
Okay. Jesus. Okay.
Woo!
All right.
That's
So
heavy.
this is the yo Brave. Hi, welcome in, Brave. So this is the. I love that. I do because it does lead me into the last question as well, and the last question is, what I knew I couldn't do this.
Uh-oh. Better get my towel out again.
Okay. What's one thing you want me to always remember after you're gone?
Oh. To know that I love you so much. Since the day I found out that I was going to have you. I mean, you'll know one day when you have your own child and they need you. They rely on you for everything, for safety, for trust, for feeding them, for taking care of them, for giving them love, for teaching them what love is, for protecting them. I would want you to know, if I left this earth tomorrow, I would just want you to know how much I loved you and how proud I am. Sometimes I have to hold back my pride, but maybe because that's just, it's a parental thing. But when you do love your child so much and you're just in the trenches with them and you know that they can do it, they can do it, that it's in them and they've got it in them, that fire's just got to just light up, and then they're just gonna take off and be good people. But I think that I would just want you to know how much I loved you so much, and I'm still going to follow you around this earth.
Thank you. I love that. And I love you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, I really appreciate this. A lot of those questions, like when I was reading them, I tried to imagine, I guess, what your responses would be, and none of them were exact were what I thought. Like every single one was completely. It was something I forgot about or something. I guess I don't want to say I chose not to remember, but it was just something that it was just a memory that just got replaced with something else. And yeah, so thank you. I love that.
You're welcome. You have been a blessing. You've been such a blessing, and you still are. I'm still amazed to see what you do. Every time you call me up or every time you send me a text and I'm about to do this and about to do that, I know you're about to do it with, I know that you're about to do it with 200%. Like I said, hustling poster prints of Pokemon, to turning around and doing this with your car and doing that with your dance and going here and going there, I just, I think that you just needed to see yourself how I saw you, how your dad sees you, how your brother sees you, how your sister sees you, and just how your whole family sees you, because you see yourself through ego, right?
Yeah.
And you want to work on practicing this and perfecting this because you've got that creative vision. But you also forget to work on yourself, because we can always be artists and, come up with this awesome choreography and everybody loves it. It only lasts for 3 seconds. And boom, we're already moving on to the next thing.
It's next season already.
Yeah. And it's almost like, I know you're going to kill it in whatever you do. I just know that, because you've been working on your craft for so long. You just have to find those channels. But I will say that one time I really felt that you didn't believe in yourself. And I know that I don't know why you did it, but there's a part of you that didn't believe in yourself is when you traveled to New York and you were auditioning for Cirque du Soleil. And I was like, my gosh, my son got invited to...
That was the callback.
Yes, you got invited to dance and perform for Cirque du Soleil, and I could just see it and hear it in your voice that you probably thought that you weren't even at that level with the entertainers that were from all over the world. And I was like, I can't believe that this guy that has just done so much, there's that little slither of, I don't want this because I'm kind of afraid of it. You know, it was bigger than you can imagine. And Cirque du Soleil was one of the most happening theater performances. And you were so young, but I think it scared you. I think the level of talent scared you. You were just like, Mom, there's people here from all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, and like, yeah, they're the best of the best. And these people have been bending over backwards since they were like 3 practicing for that moment. And you're like, I'm out. What? What? But you know what? As a parent, you have to sit back and go, you know what? It's not for me. It's for you. You know, and if you walk away from this, it's your lesson. It's your lesson about yourself. But I just don't think that you were ready for that. But I remember that.
I mean, yeah, it was one of those. So like the cattle call was like 500 people in California. The callback was 100 people in New York. So 100 people
from all over the world.
So I got my call back from the cattle call in California, went to New York, and then when I made it to the top, so all 5 of us got signed to the database. But I think I was 19.
Yeah.
I was 19. I think the next person was like 25. And then they just and then the other 3 people were older than that. And then one kid, I was the only person from North America. The other 4 were from Italy, Kazakhstan, China, and Holland. And the kid from Kazakhstan was 17, and they're like, we can't sign you because you're legally not 18, but we have to have you now before you turn legal. So like we want to get all your contact. So the second he turned 18, he was in the database. But yeah, and so like, and even like the last 5, like everyone's English was kind of like off. So we just look at each other and be like, yeah, good, like, yeah, top five, let's go, top 5. Like it was the best.
And I knew that if you had taken that moment to be with Cirque du Soleil, that your life was going to change. But that's just me as an older adult looking at the opportunity that was presented to you, and you were just like, no, I'm not even mentally prepared for this level. You know what I mean? And so that was the one time that I ever heard and seen that little slither of self-defeat. And I'm just like, it's all good. It's all good.
It was 100% like that at the beginning. And then like you have rounds, right? So like each round, like see people get knocked out. So it'd be like, okay, 10 people. And then you go into round 2, there's only, 100 people walk in round 1, and then 50% walk into round 2. So half of it keeps getting eliminated until you're in the top, until you're top 5. And even then, usually like the top 5, top 6, like usually that gets narrowed down to a top 1. And so the fact that they were like, yo, all 5 of y'all, like, let's go. But it was one of those, like, when I started, I was like, man, I shouldn't be here. Like, I know I'm way in over my head. Like, this was my first time, like, doing anything this level. So maybe it's best, And so I remember just killing myself before I even started. And then, like, I got past round 1, and I'm just like, no bullet holes? Oh, we're good? Okay, cool. All right, let's go to the next round. And then you go to the next round, you're
you
like,
haven't asked to leave yet?
shit, all right. I didn't get nicked up again? Like, I'm invincible. And then you go into round 3, and, you just keep getting guys. So by round 5, I'm like, I'm going in, and the last round was freestyle. So if you tell me I'm going into the last round after I just knocked out everyone leading up to this, and then they're like, all right, now we just need to see you on freestyle. I'm out. Oh, homie, that's it. Don't sprinkle my cake, homie. I mean,
But most people don't even realize it about you. Like, whatever you set your mind to do, you do it, and then you surpass it. Like 100%. And I think that you got so used to being on that level. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. Boom, done. Okay, next. Boom. That's your dopamine rush, is chasing all of those challenges. And I think that you just needed your wisdom to help you elevate and see the process in taking the baby steps, because you'll just go from boom, boom to here. And next you know, world champion ring at age, 17.
Let's go. Let's go.
But I think, but I remember is I think that's what you kind of got used to doing, and you almost expected it. Like walk into a room, boom, I got this. Do this, boom, I got this. Boom, I got this. Boom, I got this. But you're not really absorbing what you got.
And that it's really tough to absorb when you don't. Okay, how do I say? I don't want to say this like the worst way possible. That's the thing. Okay, I was like, I don't want to say this the worst way possible, but like it's really hard to experience the whole thing in its entirety when you don't lose often.
Yeah.
So it is one of those, like I've just been super blessed to be like, like I wasn't always on the best team, but eventually I made it to like the best soccer team in the league, or the best dance studio in the area, or the best competing team for this. I was working with like one of the best choreographers I could ever imagine to train me and then lead me into this life. Shout out Jordan. Yeah. But
hi Jordan.
But yeah, so it's one of those that like it's hard to accept the whole thing when you haven't experienced the whole thing. And so winning first year stuff, winning your first time, winning your first try, like getting it done your first attempt, like it's a crazy experience that I've continued to be able to enjoy. But when I lose, and so it's one of those, so like I don't want to say I take it for granted, but like because I didn't lose before, I didn't always lose before, so it was like I haven't always had to like know what it's like to really like reach out for that or really to work at it. But the stuff that I failed at, it gave me a goal point, it gave me like a bar to hit and then raise from there.
Right. You got to have those low moments though, because I think that teaches you humility.
Oh, that's 100%. That's boxing for me right now. Last weekend, not last weekend, the weekend before that, because we were in Gatlinburg, but the weekend before that, I had I was rushed. I got rushed wrapping my hands. Because I was messing around talking to someone, and I look up and there's like 2 minutes before the bell starts. I'm like, oh shit! And as I throw my wraps out and I start trying to wrap my hand, and I wrap my left hand incorrectly because I was speed wrapping, and I missed one of the correct because you wrap so that so your hand doesn't buckle under the pressure of slamming it for 45 minutes.
Like wrapping it and stuff.
Yeah. And so I didn't lock my ring finger like as secure as I should have, and so about like 30 minutes in, like my ring finger feels like it's about to just like break off, and I'm sitting there, I'm still just going through it, and like I remember having to ice it, and so it's something like that where it's a brand new learning curve where like when you do something wrong, your body lets you know immediately, you're not supposed to throw a punch like this, and here's why. There's like that's your wrist buckling right now, or like that's this hand, this is why you're supposed to rotate it, so you're not feeling it in this muscle. So right now that's like my huge like humility, like kind of humbling thing is 100% boxing.
And you're gonna have more of those as you get older too. You know what I mean? Because back in the day I could create choreography like that, and it just came easy to me. And assessing 20 dancers and knowing when this has to go off and when that's got to go off, and bam, 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 bam. So that came super easy to me, and maybe that's
crazy.
Where you got the choreography from, because you really, a toddler running around, and I've got all these dancers everywhere, and we're just popping off Hawaiian shows and hula choreography and stuff like that, and Tahitian shows. So I think you were in that environment. So that kind of came easy for you too. The 5, 6, 7, 8. But I think as you get older, you gravitate to more things that keep you humble. It's almost like you become addicted to doing things that keep you humble because you like how it makes you feel grounded. Whereas before, when you did other things, you chased other things, they kind of kept you up here as a dopamine rush. I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. And then now as you go, later on in life, you start to just lower yourself, not lower yourself, like lowering your standards or expectations, but you're wanting to absorb more of everything on a ground level because you love that feeling of humility, because you know what it's like to be up here.
Yeah.
You know what, that's all day. To go to bed as a champion, wake up as a champion, you probably sleepwalk as a champion. But then later on in life, you want to just go towards more humbling things that make your heart feel good and not just make your head feel good.
Yeah.
you know. So
Understanding
yeah.
that difference too is huge. That the difference between like that ego rush, that head rush, and that heart rush is huge. Yeah.
Yeah. And then some people don't want to let go of the ego rush. You know, they can't come off stage. You know what I mean? And then they suffer for that, you know, because they think that it needs to be on all the time. You know, but it's not. Yeah.
I remember, Jordan taught me that. I remember one time it was not like he was too cool. I remember one time I was asking him like, hey bro, like, yo, come on, let's go hit this. And he'd be like, man, I'm not on stage right now. And it was one of those like, you're right. Yeah, we ain't on stage right now. Let's chill. Let's just kick it.
It's a little humbling moment.
Yeah.
You know, and the older you get, the more humbling moments you're going to have. And it's going to be really beautiful when you have a child and they have those humbling moments and they have those moments of your encouraging words, help them cross that finish line, you know, and that's what it's about. It's really what it's about, you know.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate this. I really love this.
You're welcome. I mean, we can always have some deep talk, Solomon.
Yes, yeah. I'm down. I guess once I came across like this set list or this question list, it was one of those. It was like, this is like something I want to be able to keep. I want to be able to hold on to. If I ever need to pull it back up, I know that it's always going to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the more questions that you ask and you want to learn more about yourself, you know, you just find out, oh, I used to do that as a kid. Oh, that's kind of cool. You know, I'm still doing it now, you know, like how you're into gaming and stuff like that. I mean, you used to go to grandma's house and put on her headphones. You used to put on her headphones and you used to get her mouse and you'd be 4 years old and you'd figure out like some of the most simple archaic games. You'd be talking, you know, just babbling. That
Minesweeper champ. Minesweeper champ.
You know,
I could never beat Grandma at solitaire though. She was Grandma the golden champ at solitaire. Chat. Yeah. Y'all don't want to. We all don't want to 1v1 Grandma at solitaire.
You couldn't even count, and you'd be playing, you know, games and stuff like. Just some things just come naturally to kids, and then you still see them do it as an adult. You know, you're still a Pokemon fan. You've been a Pokemon fan since you were 4 years old. You know, you were Pokemon when you were 5 for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just the little things that kids kind of stay with. And if they really realize that they love something, you're probably still going to love that into your adult life.
Oh, yeah. Even like my, inside, so at my front desk, I have all 3 of the Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise holographic 25th anniversary. They're all sitting in their cases, and I need to send them off to get graded. But people be like, yo, how long have you had those? And I'm like, oh, I bought them like 3 months ago. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I bought them at a nightclub at like 12:30 in the morning down on King Street. And so when I
was walking out with Pokemon
cards. No. The guy posted them, and he was like, "Are you free to meet up tonight?" And I said, "Well, because I can't meet up tonight. I'm gonna be going out to, I'm going downtown to go out clubbing with some of my friends. But I can meet up tomorrow morning before work." And he was like, I live on King Street. He was like, what club are you going to? And I was like, oh, like we're going to Trio and like a couple others. And he's like, oh yeah, I can just meet you there if you want to meet up tonight.
This dude wanted to sell these cards.
Oh, I mean, they're hot. The cards they're a hot commodity.
And the universe said.
Yeah, 100%. There was even a point where the club got to max capacity. Well, the club got to max capacity, and he texted me and he goes, "Hey, bro, they're not letting anybody in right now." And then so I grabbed my friends and I go, "Everybody!" I was like, "Look at the line." I was like, "Which person in line do you think is holding 3 rare Pokemon cards right now?" and then all of a sudden we get like halfway down the line. There's this one dude. He's got like a nice button up on, but he's got like a beard and his ponytail is kind of pulled back, and we're like, yeah. That's the guy. That's 100%. That's the guy. And then, like, at the same time that we're looking at him, he looks through the window at us and he just sees us and he's like, "What's up?" And we're like, "Oh, 100%. That's the guy. That's the guy." And yeah. And so he comes in and like I get him a drink and we're all just kind of meeting and like, you know, it's me and 4 of my friends. He came in by himself. And then so it was one of those like after like 10, 15 minutes of conversation, it was one of those like, So you got the goods, like, you know, like one of those, like, so, and then Trev, he pulls out the Pokemon cards, and I'm sitting at this.
Not ready.
No. So he pulls them out, and we set them and I set them all down at the bar top, and like all my friends, they pull out their flashlights. We're all checking them, like front and back, pulling them out of the sleeve, and it was And so while I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, I'm just in my head, I'm like, I can't believe this is happening right now. Like, I'm buying all 3 of these rare Pokemon cards at a nightclub in Charleston. Like, this is wild. And then I hear from over here, is that a Charizard? Yo, I grab, boom, boom, boom. Here's the cash in my pocket. Cheers. Like, yo, that was my red flag. No one. Ooh, mind your own business, homie, not mine. Like, we are not about to do this right now, but I'll drop everybody in this club. Like, we are not doing
hilarious.
This. So yeah, I put them in my pocket.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. You're still the same person, though. Even at 30, still the same person. Yep. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, I need to get off. I need to get stuff ready for tomorrow and work and stuff like that. But thank you for this. I really appreciate it. I love you. I love you very much.
You're welcome. I love you too. Bye, everybody.
Bye. I hope you have a good night.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh. My heart is stupid happy right now. I'm always gonna love being able to talk to my mom. She's just like, she's just one of those. She's always been like obviously you have the mom aspect, but like she's just always been like a really good friend to me. I think it's like she knew. I don't want to say like I was like the black sheep, but like I kind of look different than my siblings, and I kind of act different than my siblings. So, and I think she recognized it really early on. So she was always kind of able to help me, like, just navigate and nurture that, and, you know, help me like be the weird person that I am, but like be super confident in who I am as well. So I love that. Oh, chat. Okay, so chat. Let's bring it up. Brave, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Noah said I'm crying. Oh, so Brave, I wanted to bring my mom on stream. I had some questions that I came across, and I really wanted to ask her so I could get her responses, and just have them documented, and that way, you know, I'll just be able to have them for myself, and you guys got to meet, you know, you get to meet Mama Six, and you know, Mama Pride's outside. You know, estoy afuera sin supervisión. AJ, what up, man? How you doing, bro? Brave. So I just started boxing. I've been boxing for 1 month now. So I go every Saturday and Sunday. So I've taken like 8 classes so far. I've always been able to scrap, but like correct technique, and, you know, endurance wise, you know what I mean? Scraps aren't 8 rounds, 5 minutes, that kind of thing. So I wanted to be able to build my endurance. I wanted to be able to build my technique. The idea of not here, just how it works in my head, but the idea of not knowing how to box, this is not knowing how to fight. The idea of not knowing how to box but walking around with 2 of them, to me, is the equivalent of walking around with 2 guns and not knowing how to shoot. Does that kind of makes sense? It could sound stupid. I'm sure it does sound stupid. I'm not the most intelligent person in the world, but in my head, that's how it works. So if I'm not gonna walk around with 2 guns and not know how to shoot, like, I should at least know how to walk around with 2 hands and know how to use them effectively, especially just for self-defense. One of the good things that I do love about where I like the people that I train with is that sometimes it's conditioning, sometimes it's technique, and then sometimes it's reality, and which it's like finish and get out, or a stun, phase, get out. And so we do, you know, we work a lot with slips, we walk a lot with rollouts, and you know what I mean? So if you can catch them, you know, just like with a simple combo and roll out, and it's just a thing to, like, it's more like a hint. It's just like an awareness notice. Like, hey, dude, like, we don't need to sit here. I don't need to throw a 6-punch combo on you. One good jab and roll out, and just understanding, like, hey, like, just dab up. Like, we don't need to do this. I am trained, that kind of thing. So I'm super excited. It's a brand new thing for me. I'm not good at it. I don't think I'm bad at it. You know, I'm an athlete, and it's a lot of times like the fight, the combos there, it's just like fight choreo, and we're already a choreographer, so it's one of those that like we're learning as we're going. But the reason I say I'm not good at it is it's because when I see some of the people in there, I'm just like, yo, that's good. Like, this guy's good. And so I sit there and I want to mimic them so bad, and then I go and I'll talk to them like, oh yeah, bro, I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm like, Jesus, this is my 4th class. Like, but you know, so it's one of those. So it's a brand new thing I'm learning. I'm not, you know, I'm not ashamed to say that I don't know how to use my hands effectively. No, I mean, I can do everything else. You know, I mean, I can sit there, I can do anything else. But when it comes to actually fighting and like the technique and craft of martial arts, like, yeah, I wanted to be comfortable with using my hands. So that's just like a new arc that we're on right now. I'm really enjoying it. Well, chat, you guys, this has been insane. I love that I was able to do this. I love that I was able to do this before my mom is gone. That's a huge thing for me. There's reality to that statement, because memento mori. Remember, we all have to die. I do want to do this again. I don't know how soon I'm going to do it again, but I do want to do this with my father. And then definitely, most important, I do want to do this with my brother as well. So, but we're not going to do them back to back. Don't worry, Joe. Don't worry, you guys. we do what we do out here on this channel. So, I don't know what we're going to be playing next. We did, however, I mean, whatever. Okay, we did put in our pre-order for the Quest 3 headset. So, we are going to be moving into VR gaming soon. And mixed reality gaming soon. I'm really excited to see all the new content and stuff that we're going to be able to create, all the new friends you're going to be able to meet, and all the new places and things that we're going to be able to experience. And I'm actually really happy to be able to document it as well, capture it, edit it, and post it, and bring you guys along with us. Yeah, thank you guys. It's been a crazy journey. Even though, like, we know we don't grind out YouTube 24/7 or anything like that. You guys know I have a whole bunch of stuff, you know, going on between the cars and the dance and the tattoo studio, and yada yada. So, you know, there's a lot going on, but I do appreciate every single one of you who comes in here to hang out, and just everyone who's continued to support Public Enemy and the whole like 6 community since then as well. So thank you guys. I love you. I'll see you guys next time. Pride, Public Enemy. I'm out.